Hello and welcome back to Trails into Reverie. So, last one, Lloyd's Route, just Act 1 ending. Crossbell is not in good shape, and I should have seen it coming, but I didn't. And I especially didn't expect to see Rufus just reappear and attempt to take it back over, but apparently he did. And sadly, now we have to move on to Reen's route, because this one's locked again. Is it really, like, locked? There's, like, a big space here, like, of stuff I could do. Weird. I wonder if there is more to Act 1, and this is Act 2, but I can't continue. Either way, we gotta move on to Reen, so I have to let go of that. Poor Crossbell is put through the ringer again. They had 1 month of good, and now it's gone. Very curious to know what's going on with Reen, though, so I'm all for this. Oh. Okay.
Is that all?
No, I can fight! Kurt! I'm ready!
Pathetic.
Kurt!
Wait, what?
This doesn't make any sense.
At this rate,
Come on, we'll
Waltina.
hide under the bridge.
This is clearly some sort of training exercise,
we need
right?
to get to Instructor Reen ASAP if we're going to figure out some way to help out Ash and Muse.
I agree. And we need to get out of this icy water before it saps any more of our strength. That should be our top priority.
I hope you don't think I can't see you down there.
Is anywhere safe from her?
No one escapes the icy maiden when she's this serious, I fear.
I can't believe this is happening.
What is happening? This seems... Okay, several hours before at 10 a.m. It looks like it's got to be a training exercise. Probably? I don't know. They're just trying to throw us off, maybe? Oh man, Amir looks so... upscaled from Crossbell, or Cold Steel 2. Hot Springs Paradise. Was that your... I forgot his master's name. Was that the guy they're
What
fighting?
a gorgeous sight. So, this is where you grew up, Instructor?
What a wonderful place. It's so peaceful and calming.
I figured the snow would have all melted by this time of year.
Most of it has. This is just what's left over. You would have really seen some snow if we were here a month ago.
Oh, how lovely. It's nice to be honeymooning in a winter wonderland.
I owe this town much after all they did for me 2 years ago.
I think we owe you more than you owe us.
Oh yeah. You used Ymir as your base during the Civil War, right?
Yeah. She did a ton of work to improve our defenses and our communications network.
I suppose it's been 2 years for me as well. The last visit I recall was when I was tasked with abducting Princess Alphen and Instructor Reen's little sister.
Yep.
It's, also been a while for you, Reen, hasn't it? Why don't we start by letting your parents know that we're here?
That sounds good to me. I want to introduce all my students to them.
It's going to feel a little strange meeting our instructors' parents.
Yeah. I'm feeling kinda nervous all of a sudden.
I, for one, can hardly wait to say hello to my future in-laws.
I've got a whole lot of stories to tell them about their little baby boy.
Oh, God.
Please don't embarrass me in front of my family.
As the snow thaws. I guess I'll... Oh. I think we're still good. I'll have to let go of whatever we saw before. I think they're trying to deceive us. I think that was a training exercise, but maybe I'm wrong. Welcome to the home of Baron Schwarzer. We've been eagerly awaiting your arrival. Whoa, a real maid. You can tell she's been trained well. I didn't expect to find you helping out, Maple. You've gotten way better at welcoming guests. Ah, yeah, you were... I remember. The Phoenix Wings has trained me well, young Reen. You're seeming a lot more grown up yourself, just not as much as me. And suddenly, all pretenses of professionalism slip away. Now, please come this way. Baron and Lady Schwarzer await you in the study. Who's she? An old friend of mine who works at the Phoenix Wings. She's got a year on me, and is determined to never let me forget it. You seem rather close, but... Looks to me like all friends, no benefits. I figured Schwarzer would have every chick in the town fawning over him. I wouldn't put it past him either, to be honest. Is this really what you think of me? Clearly nobody here would dare to get in Elise's way. Here we go again. I'm starting to feel a little sorry for him. That makes two of us. Is something wrong, young Reen? Sorry, we're coming now. Young Reen.
Mom, Dad, I'm home.
There it is. Teo? And I forgot your mom's name. Lucia.
It's good to see you again, my son.
It's been a long half year without you.
I'm sorry I haven't been able to visit as often as I'd like. Especially since it sounds like Elise has been too busy to come home as well. She's asked me to give you both her regards.
Well, I'm sure St. Estria's student council is keeping her plenty busy.
I just hope she doesn't work herself sick.
I'm sure she's just fine. The younger students all seem to adore her. And she has Her Highness there if she's ever in need of a friend to talk to. I've also been keeping an eye out to make sure no insects start buzzing around her.
Are you now?
That overprotectiveness may create more trouble than it prevents.
Poor Elise.
It's a pleasure to see you both again, Lord and Lady Schwarzer.
The same to you, Major Revelt. It's not hard to imagine that the RMP must be exceptionally busy at the moment. I hope your time here will help ease some of your weariness.
Thank you, Your Lordship.
Oh, and these must be your students.
That's right.
Bunch of weirdos. Except for Kurt. He's the only normal one.
My name is Kurt Vander. I have learned much under Instructor Reen's exemplary tutelage.
You would be one of the rare practitioners of the Vander School's dual blade style. I've heard that despite how capable you are, you're not one to rest on your laurels. Humble, too. Unusual and admirable qualities in someone of your age.
I am honored you would speak of me that way, but I'm afraid you overestimate me.
Oh, I don't think so.
Name's Ash Carbide. If you've heard it, chances are it's because your son was complaining about what a pain in the ass I am.
On the contrary, I've heard there's much more to you than that prickly exterior of yours. Reen's told me that deep down, you're a very smart, considerate young man who your fellow students depend on.
The hell? You want to watch what bullcrap you're feeding your folks about me, Schwarzer?
Sorry. You're just stuck being a big old softy.
The denial is what makes him oh so lovable.
I wonder what...
I am Muse Egret. It's a pleasure. I owe much to both of your children.
Ah, I've heard much about you. It
yeah,
can't be easy to
that.
shoulder so much responsibility at such a young age.
Not at all. Instructor Reen's love and support give me the strength necessary to overcome any obstacle.
Mm-mm.
Oh my. Love, you say?
Can't you spare me your harassment in front of him?
I see that Elise wasn't exaggerating. You are quite the character. I'm glad that she and Reen have someone like you to come to when they need it.
Think nothing of it. That's what family does.
Doesn't miss a beat, does she?
She certainly does not.
My name is Yuna Crawford. It's a pleasure to meet you. I found myself in Instructor Reen's debt before even enrolling at the academy, and I've constantly been in it since. But I've been trying to learn as much as I can from him so that one day I can be a source of strength to others just like him.
Oh, you're the young lady from Crossbell. What a commendable spirit you have.
I agree. You seem every bit the earnest, cheerful young woman Reen told us you were.
What else did he say about me?
He told us, you never give up even when all seems lost, and act like a shining beacon of light to those around you.
Accurate.
It seems he really depends on you.
That's really flattering to hear. But also really embarrassing to hear in front of my classmates.
You're not the only one going red.
How are you not completely desensitized to the things you say by now?
I feel a little jealous, truth be told.
Anyway, I've had my turn now. Last up is you.
Oh boy.
Altina Orion.
You okay, Allie?
I'm the one who abducted Elise and the princess during the Northern Jaegers' attack on Ymir 2 years ago.
Altina.
I know I have no right to even be here after the harm my actions caused you. But since I have this opportunity, I am so terribly sorry for what I did.
That must really have been eating away at her.
Please, raise your head. You were but a child following orders, and you did nothing to harm either of them. You need not feel any guilt for your actions.
Still...
There's something I would like to say to you as well. Thank you, Altina.
For what?
I hear you were always at Reen's side during the year he was fulfilling the government's demands after the Civil War. I'm truly grateful he had you to support him.
I was just following orders then, too.
Even so.
Besides, you're not here today because you were ordered to be, are you?
That's true. I'm part of Class 7 because I chose to be and want to be.
Aww.
Our class wouldn't be the same without you.
Then you have no reason not to feel completely welcome here. You're a lucky man to have so many wonderful students, Reen.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
There we go. That was a good set of introductions for everyone. In case you happen to just jump to this game, obviously you'd still probably be pretty clueless. But I mean, they kind of covered their personality and how they got into the class itself. So, well, I think that's enough talk for now. What say you all to some lunch? You've had a long journey, and you must all be starving. Now that you mention it, that's true. We did set off rather early. Thank you for your kindness. I can't wait to sample the culinary delights of our instructor's home. I'll have everything ready as soon as I can. I've gathered some excellent pheasant meat during my morning hunt. You're going to love it. You went out first thing in the morning? Someone must have been fired up. Your parents are such wonderful people. Tell me about it. I need to move after this. I feel like I'm laying back. I'm too comfortable. That was delicious. I knew the meat would be fresh, but your garden-raised vegetables were delicious as well, Lady Schwarzer. That meal was a perfect balance of rustic and flavorful. And they weren't being stingy about the portions either. I've never tasted a wild strawberry tart as fine as that. The tea afterwards was first rate, too. I actually think I might have eaten a bit too much. I'm just happy we could satisfy you all. Either way, we'll get out of your way now. But if there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to call on us. Thank you. Okay. So, Major, now that I've got the chance to ask, there's one thing I've been wondering. Why exactly did you call us here? No, Principal Aurelia told us is that we're here for a special assignment. Whatever it is, it clearly concerns the RMP too. I understand your curiosity, and naturally there is a good reason why you are the only class here. However, I'm afraid it's not my place to elaborate. So, someone else will be telling us? Regardless, it'll be a while longer before everything is ready. You've been home for 6 months, Reen. Why don't you take the chance to walk around Amir while you wait? I'm actually not that terrified of this, because it's so much smaller than Crossbell, like so much. I imagine the rest of you would enjoy the opportunity to take in the sights too. Huh, that doesn't sound like a bad idea. Most of you have never been here before, so how about I show you all around? I must admit that is rather tempting. But, Instructor, it's rare you're afforded the chance to come back here. There must be some things you want to do without us, like fishing or snowboarding. Yeah, we can show ourselves around, no problem. It's not like we're babies, you know. We'll be alright on our own. Well, if you insist. I appreciate the sentiment, but it kinda stings to be shot down like that. But I guess I'll do what they say and go see how everyone's doing in Amir. Can't remember too many people from here. Uh-oh, Reen's bonds. You got a different mechanic than Lloyd? He's got a friend who hangs out by the ski lift a lot. Or the shop. I don't remember that. I don't remember necessarily. There's the guy who gave him the recipe book that works in the Phoenix Wings. Like, there aren't that many people in this town, so you think I'd remember all of them, but I don't. There's only a few families. Like, that's it. Reen, the protagonist of Trails Cold Steel games, has formed bonds with many of those he met in his adventures. By carrying over the clear data, it's possible to carry those bonds over. Players who don't have clear data can choose which bonds Reen formed here. Oh. So they can be reflected in the story. Okay, the character you choose will receive bonus link experience. If I was gonna be fair, Laura is who I had the special bond with, but it was on Steam. I think I've chosen Laura ever since Cold Steel 2. 2, 3, and 4, I've chosen Laura every time. Elisa in 1 because I thought the game was pushing me towards it, and clearly they are. But Reen, it's weird. Like, his sister's in love with him. Sarah's not really in love with him. Fee really doesn't care. Emma could potentially. Laura just makes sense because she's a swordswoman, and they kind of just mesh in that kind of thing. Elisa's classic anime love interest for Reen, like, Muse is a little too... Altina, I can't see that being a thing. Obviously. I mean... Age, that's it. I mean, half of these are your students, so it's hard to picture them like that at all. Yuna could make sense, technically. Still no, though. Alphine is just there to be a wing woman for Elise. And Toa, I like Toa. I just don't think that really makes sense for her. So, in the end, it comes down to Laura and Elisa for me. Like, that's the only two that make sense. I think I have to just continue with with my normal thing. But yeah, or no. No, yeah, we're going with Laura. I'm sorry for anyone who wouldn't choose this, but that's the one I'm choosing. Now, choose which characters Reen reached a max bottom level with. You can choose as many as you wish? Can I just choose everyone? Just... This is what I did on Steam. It's called New Game Plus, and I got all of them. So, why wouldn't I? I miss Gaius. More Kaiju Tang. And Crow, of course. Which... Oh no, Milliam is... Whatever happened... Because they said that they were rescued after the events. They were saved. Crow got to live. Milliam... Is she still living as the sword? I don't remember. Oh man, I should rewatch the end to be sure. Okay, everyone gained experience. It's kind of cheating, but then again, who cares? Characters formed, gain a link experience. It's good to be back home. It's just a shame we won't be able to walk around here. Just the two of us. Oh, you're thinking of Laura. Yeah, because of that. I have a feeling Laura would love this place. She's been here. And think of the training opportunities someday. Anyway, I should get going. It might be worth checking in on the others if I run into them. I think she also has a new VA, like as of Crossbell, or god damn it, I keep Trails of Crossbell 4. You know, I keep doing that. Cold Steel 4, she had a new VA, so I'm still getting. Oh my god. Okay, just them. I was really worried. Okay, so I'm gonna put these on screen. I keep hitting that. Put these on screen like normal. You can read them if you want. If you want to know who they are. You already did Yuna once, but you pause if you want to read them. But this one's kind of important. A homunculus who began to understand emotion. Actually, all of these people have really interesting backstories, and this is really just not enough. You have nothing about Hamel in here, or anything. I mean, yours is obvious. Same with Machias. Okay, that is that. Toa, I forgot. I haven't done this in a bit, so there are a few updates here. Rex, girl crazy, yeah. Detective Dudley, why didn't I do this back then? Oh, well, there it is if you wanted to read it. They're doing a pretty good job of explaining who they are, though, as much as you need. As much as these go. You're like, you don't really need to go here to read their recap. It's not that much stuff. Plus, if I see anyone that I feel like I need to explain, I will. Oh, you're updated. Elisa, currently staying in the city, is all too happy to congratulate Ellie on Crossbell's re-independence. Ooh. Proving their friendship transcends national borders. Unfortunately, now that we know what happened there, poor them. Okay, I'm gonna look around, but first I need to readjust. I'm like getting way too comfortable laying back. I think my chair is slipping. Okay, now I feel more awake. God damn. I hate this chair. I wish I had a chair that was like forcing me to sit forward. Because I get too comfortable. I even put like pillows behind me that like prop my back forward so that I can like be in the game, because I hate like the lean back. I really hate it. Reen has had enough. Do you have a different menu? It's red. Okay. Very important. Ooh. 50 strength, auto CP up. Yeah, that would definitely go to you. No one else is gonna have anything. Oh boy. What about all the stuff the other group has? Can I... Maybe we'll be able to access them later? Because right now we only have one team, but they were locked. So maybe, like, eventually it'll have a list of things, of people, and I can actually swap their equipment and stuff. I don't know why they'd be able to swap equipment, but, you know, whatever. Oh yeah, I spent some time in the city recently. I was working at a super fancy hotel in Reverie. And all I had to do was say I'd worked here at the Phoenix Wings, and they hired me on the spot. This place has some real brand value. Well, it's connected to the Imperial family, after all. It's no surprise everyone in the industry knows of it. Still, congrats. I know you've always wanted to work in a big hotel in the city, so I'm glad you finally pulled it off. Blah. But that raises the question of what you're doing back here. Well, there's a story behind that. At first I was loving it. It all felt so fresh and exciting. But after a while, I started feeling like I didn't belong. Everyone who came in looked so tired too, and they just check out without ever really saying hi or anything. So it was hard to know if they had a relaxing stay that I wanted them to, you know? It just felt like something was missing. Yeah, like you were just a normal cleaning lady. There's no local town flavor. That's why you came back. Aha! So that's why you came back here. I guess Amir is where you really belong after all. You just didn't know it. You're probably right. It feels like kind of a shame. Either way, I feel like visiting the city chilled me out a bit. So I'm just going to take things at my own pace from now on. So if you need anything, just let me know, okay? I'll be right here. I will. Thanks, Maple. It's odd, though. Ever since I came back, Purple's been acting kind of weird. Seems more somber than before. It's actually kind of sexy. It could just be my imagination, but I don't know. What? I remember someone named Purple, but I don't remember Purple themselves. Elise came back here for a short while, but she looked as busy as ever. I suppose she wants to do what she can to support Princess Alphine now that she's resumed her whale business. She hasn't told me that directly, but that's more or less what I've heard too, yeah. It makes sense, especially since Her Highness likely still has plenty on her plate. Yes, I suppose so. Poor princess. It's strange. The Schwarzers have long maintained good relations with the Imperial family. It was never our intention to force the two of you to carry that on. Yet somehow Elise still naturally gravitated towards Her Highness. And from what I understand, you seem to be rather friendly with her as well. Is that right? I suppose. She's always been kind and gracious to me at the very least. Even with the war behind us, the Imperial family continues to endure difficulties of their own. I hope we can find a way to help them. It's interesting how people end up coming together at times. You and Elise both seem to have found yourself befriending Her Highness. Yep. Even with the war behind us, the Imperial family continues to endure. Yeah. Oh. This is just for CP. You only have 100 CP, so we might as well. Fast forward mode. Wait, how much CP do you have now? Okay, I actually think he had 200. Wait, what? You not get 200? Oh, it doesn't let you overdo it? That sucks. I gotta make sure there's no, like, exclamation marks I'm missing anywhere. Although they would show up on the map like that, I'm pretty sure. Most of the time. I can tell from the way your students look at you that you're doing a good job as their instructor. As your father, I couldn't be more happy and proud of you to see that, son. Thanks, Dad. It means a lot coming from you. Being a teacher's not so different from being a baron, you know. Both involve fostering the growth of those who look to you for guidance, such that they may grow ever stronger and self-sustaining. When you put it like that, I can see what you mean. You definitely are always supporting everyone around here. Exactly. That's why I figure if you were ever to inherit my position sometime down the line, I know it'd be in good hands. That's a conversation for another day, I think. Pains me a little to see neither you or your sister show any inclination towards picking up the torch from me. Yeah, that's fair. But this old workhorse still has plenty of strong years ahead. I can continue if I need it. Dad, what do you want me to say that? I'm just giving you a hard time, son. Okay. I can't imagine Ring ever just settling down. That's it. And there's nothing in there.
Oh, nothing says I'm home quite like the clean taste of Ymir's air.
Hi. Bado, right? Is that how you say that? I'm home, Bado. Bado? Woof. Glad to see you've still got some that puppy pep in your step. You been helping out Dad when he goes out hunting? I'm sure he's really happy to have you. Woof, woof. You looking after Arthur, Gizmo? Would you like a hand? Oh, I'll be quite all right. You haven't been home in quite some time, so I would rather you were able to rest. Thanks, that's really considerate of you. I've spent a lot of time on horseback over the past few years. Thinking back, it's thanks to Arthur that I was able to learn to ride at all. I remember how you struggled to get on his back when you were just a boy. That was so long ago now. I can feel the memories flooding back. Can't let you... I'll let you get back to enjoying yourself, okay. I'm sure we'll be able to do... Yeah, we're gonna be able to choose someone to hang out with in the hot spring, probably. That's what we had to... That's what we do every time we come to Ymir. It's... Oh, there you are! Your friend is... This is Ryu's sister, then. It's no small journey from here to hear from Crossbell, so I need to make the most of my trip. My #1 goal is crossing the Isengard Range, I think. That's a huge goal for an out-of-towner. She must be really sure of herself. I just hope I don't get stranded for more than 3 days on the way across. For more than 3 days. I'm not in a hurry to get stuck for more than 10 again. Yeesh. Or maybe not. Either way, she's a tough one, I'll give her that. She's probably... maybe check on her. I actually saw a blue-haired woman going in and out of this path a while ago. Maybe it's more popular than I thought? Uh-oh. Once I check that I've got everything with me, of course. It's Claire going in and out of the path, yeah. Preparing a sniper trap? I don't know. There's no way it's not a bait, though. Oh, we can't go in there. Church? I don't remember anyone from the church here. Lisa. Nice to see you, Reen. Welcome back. It's been, what, 6 months since I last saw you? Gosh, you're right. It's good to see you, sister. Did Elise come home with you by any chance? No, not this time, unfortunately. I'm actually here on Thor's business. I wish you could have seen my sister, but I did bring my students along with me for what it's worth. Did you? That's wonderful. What's so funny? No, it's nothing. I was just thinking about how great it is that Little Green has grown up to be a teacher with a flock of his own. Well, when you put it like that, now I feel sheepish. Well, more like a shepherd. I'm so grateful for everything you did. I can only hope I did you proud. Do you proud, sister. Oh, that reminds me. Would you be willing to conduct a Sunday school class for the children sometime? I'm sure they'd love to learn from you. He wants me to come in for Sunday school, huh? That reminds me of a similar request I did before. Literally, all 3 protagonists have done this more than once. Sure, I'd love to teach them something. I'll let you know if I have time for it. Actually, Lloyd didn't. Estelle definitely did. I remember that one. I don't remember the name of the place, though. Great, no rush whatsoever. Whatever day works for you will be just perfect. I can't wait to see what wisdom you impart to the young ones. Can't believe you're a teacher. See, shepherd, not sheepish. What the... Okay, nothing in here. Bernard? Reen, I didn't realize you were back home. Even all the way up here, we've heard all about your exploits. Everyone in the village is impressed and proud of you. You're too kind, Father. Though, to be honest, I wouldn't call what I did at all that impressive. The war may have ended quickly, but it's left deep scars. There's still a lot of work for the Empire to do. Perhaps, but even in just a short few short months, Erebonia's recovery has made remarkable progress. Economic activity has resumed after stagnating, and bilateral relations with our neighbors have reawakened. Why, I've heard some places are even doing better than they were before the war, thanks to the disarmament. Disarmament? What we are seeing is a taste of peace, peace that the people deeply desired. That's not nothing, Reen, and it must be cherished. You're right, Father. Thanks for putting it all into perspective. I needed that. Try as we might, we can't ask for everything back that we lost from the war. I thought Amir wasn't really... Did we even come here in 4? No. No, we didn't. Did we? No. 3? No, wait, maybe. Oh, God. Brain. All the games are just kind of like melding together. Oh, you're purple. Right, you're the other maid. Master Reen, it's so good to see you. I'm sorry for not noticing you sooner. I was just a little preoccupied. It's good to see you too. Is something bothering you? Oh, it's not a big deal, really. It's just, well, a customer at the Phoenix Wings confessed to me the other day. What? As in romantically? That's right, he asked if I would be willing to date him. At the end of last year, a noble who came here to recuperate after the war proposed to me too. Oh, I thought it was... Oh God. I'll never remember his name. Starts with an A. He's in every game, I swear to God. It's happened so many times lately that it's starting to wear me down a little. She's a kind, pretty woman, so I understand why she'd be popular, but that's a lot of pressure to deal with on a regular basis. Yeah, no one should be walking up and proposing to someone they don't know. And if she were to accept, the purple I've known all my life would actually leave Amir. The passage of time is a scary thing. Few of my suitors have continued to send me letters, but I'm honestly not sure how to respond to them. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be boring you with my problems like this. I'll work this out eventually, so please don't worry about me. I can't wait to relax at the springs, but I should see what the others are up to. Okay, yeah. That's last then. Oh, I remember Aluna. Why is snow so white? Why is there hot water outdoors? Yeah, she's always asking, like, real questions. Why? Tell me! That's because the village is known for its hot springs. But why? Listen, weren't you about to go shopping? Oh, you're right. I'm doing Mommy's shopping for her today so she doesn't have to. Be careful, alright? I'll accompany you to the shop entrance. I'm glad I managed to get out of that one, but my worries aren't at an end yet. Lady Luna's shopping expedition isn't going to be easy. Literally always, is questioning, why the existence of everything is existing. Shopping is a lot of hard work, so I'm doing it for her. We need to get going. Okay.
There's the footpath. Sounds like just the thing after having such a hearty meal.
Hold on, though. We gotta talk to your Luke. That's his name. Hey there, Luke. Thanks for running the cable cars to bring us all up here. It's my pleasure. We're all glad to have you back home. It's been a long half a year without you around. How long do you plan on staying this time? I'm actually not sure myself. Major Claire was the one who made all the arrangements for this trip. No, odd that she wouldn't tell you. But, well, I'm sure she had her reasons. She did so much for us during the Civil War. I know you can trust her. In fact, I should go and greet her myself. Clearly, time hasn't made you any less kind-hearted. My job is all about making sure everyone has fun. Okay. I will, thanks, Luke. It's just Kurt over there. Gotta go to that private home, too. Alf. Oh, Reen. You're looking well, Alf. I'm not even close to well. Master Kafai hasn't been here in ages. That's who I'm thinking of. Was that him fighting Kurt and Reen? Kafai. I've been waiting with his favorite alcohol and snacks for him to show up, but he never comes. I want to study under him so badly, too. Well, Master Kafai is nothing if not capricious, unfortunately. Even if he were to come back, I'm not sure Alf would hold out hope on studying under him. But hoping isn't going to do him any harm, I suppose. I want to be a master swordsman like Master Kafai, but he never comes to visit. But he will one day, and when he does, I won't let the chance pass me by. Okay. Oh my god, there are 3 main story in here? Yuna? Looking to grab a souvenir? Yeah, for my family. Oh, and for Jessica and Louise as well. I'm trying to picture them in my head so I don't forget who they are. Jessica... She's the blue hair. One of the blue-haired students. Louise was the one with glasses that when she takes off her glasses, she just, like, wanders. Is that who I'm... Did I get him right? I have no idea. This place sells all sorts of rare stuff. Kind of reminds me of Neo Sui On Imports. They both carry Eastern goods, it's true. Since a lot of their stuff comes from the Republic, they were out of stock last year. But now things are finally back to normal. Thank goodness trade has recovered. Agreed. What is it, Instructor? Nothing. I just thought you'd be more on edge today. You're surprisingly calm. I mean, today's the signing ceremony in Crossbell, yeah? And I'd be lying if I said I wasn't thinking about it. There's a part of me that wants to be home for such a monumental occasion. Yep. But I feel kind of left out if I was the only one who didn't get to come to Amir. She's gonna feel real bad when she hears the news in the next act, or whenever we hear it. I belong to Class 7. Yuna. By the way, I heard something from Randy. He told me you played a big part in Operation Liberate Crossbell last month. Oh, it wasn't that big of a deal. They just helped Lloyd and the others a teeny bit. Hey, are you really okay with staying at the branch campus? It's the end of the school year, so you should have been able to transfer back to Crossbell like Randy. Heck, I bet they'd love to have you at the police academy again. So you want me gone then? No, that's not what... I'm just messing with you. It's true that I'd regret not being able to properly graduate from the police academy, but right now my time at the branch campus is even more important. It's like, I said it earlier, it's where I belong. That's... Her characters come full circle. I see.
And you know, I like being with you, Instructor. I didn't mean that in a weird way.
I know. There's still a lot I want to teach you, too.
Good, because I'm all ears.
just 2? Okay, that's fine. Anyway, everything I've learned at Thor's is sure to be useful in the future. Whether it's for myself or to help strengthen the relationship between Crossbell and the Empire. I'm gonna be counting on you to teach me the good stuff, instructor. You have yourself a deal. Better get that brain of yours ready. If only you used a sword. Oh, update. As much as she wishes to be present for the signing ceremony, she chooses to remain with Class 7, signifying how important it has become for her, you know? You looking for something too, instructor? I could lend a hand. Oh no, I've just been scoping things out and been saying my hellos. I wouldn't say Amir has a particular specialty, but this shop does carry a lot of locally made things. I'm sure you'll find something you like if you keep looking around. Alright, sounds good. Well, if it isn't Reen, welcome back. Long time no see, Camilla. Or, yeah, Camilla probably. You look well. What's that? I look young and my complexion is perfect. You sweet talker. You really haven't changed. Oh, come now, that's not true. I've been in the rare item business lately. Speaking of which, have you heard about this? It's Lake Lord's newest fishing gear. Oh, okay. I ordered way too many sets. And then on top of that, they sent me new rods and parts as a bonus. Care to take them off my hands? Are you sure? Of course. I'm sure this stuff would be better used in the hands of a knowledgeable fisherman like you. Okay? Well, this is a lot. Thank you so much. No need for thanks. I just like seeing you happy. I'll be running the shop as usual, so feel free to drop in whenever. Will do. Fishing, huh? It's starting to warm up a little, so it's the perfect time. I should give it a whirl once I have free time. Yeah. We shall. Do you have a moment, by the way? What is it? That girl looking at her stock over there is pretty cute. Is she your girlfriend? She's one of my students, actually. Ah, from your school? You certainly seem quite close. I figured you brought your girlfriend home with you. Well, we've been through hell and back together, so... I wonder who you'll bring home next. Someone from your class, or perhaps Princess Alphine. Alphin? God, I keep saying Alphine. Camilla. Oh boy. Okay, you don't even have the fish that... Okay, so everything on that end is separate. Got it. Arsepith, everything. Oh, chapter 3 and 4. Wait, is this not separate? Let me buy that. Wait a minute. Altina does have Analyze, I believe, but I should still get 5 more of these. Let me double check. Tina, do you have a detector? Okay, good. That's the same thing. You have 4 moves? Is everyone? Kurt has 4 moves. Oh. Kurt is one of my favorite people to play as. I don't know why. I just like his moves. I like his setup. I like his delay minus 70. Oh, you still have that too, of course. He has Breaking Dawn. Ooh, is he gonna learn a new thing? Oh boy. You're also fun to play. Okay, and Muse, I made her like the massive arts user, like way more than anyone else. And it worked out. It seems like the game is, yeah, it's still pushing her heavily into arts. Obviously, that's her both her S-crafts are magical. She all of her moves are magical. Okay. I just wanted to take a look at that quick. But what I really want to see is event. I'm scared to click on DLC because I have a feeling some of the stuff I got, like I was just like going through the stuff that came with the game, and one of the words I saw was Nadia, and I immediately just like stopped. So I'm scared to look any further into that, because that might mean that either we have a DLC that like makes Altina wearing Nadia's outfit or something, or Nadia's a character in the DLCs for a costume for her. I'd like to be surprised though. Not. I'm expecting it at this point. We're definitely going to play them. Okay, we only have chapter 3 and 4. So, chapter 1 and 2, I had to read from Lloyd's side. And then 3 and 4 on the... It's fine. Wait, what does this do? Oh, yeah. You can change the look of his swords. Okay, well, for now, let's skip all that, but... It's okay, because we do have this menu. So once we can actually go back and forth... I'm assuming I could switch back, read, switch back again, and read later on. Lord Reen, you're home, eh? How are things at school? Really busy as we prepare for the new school year, but super fulfilling. How are things going here, Leo? Same old, same old. You see how my wife is, right? You're gonna be sticking around for long. I'll handle all your ornament modification and weapon upgrade needs. Thanks a lot. Yo, before I forget, have you heard about the update? Yeah, the Rhymeford group got in touch with us. I hear the slots got a boost. Correct. You can strengthen them up to a 3rd stage now, allowing for the insertion of even more powerful quartz. I actually got a sample from the Rhymeford group. It's yours, if you want to see how it works. Does it analyze the gun? After strengthening the slot, plug in the quartz. Tier Ultra. Okay. Thank you for everything. No need for thanks. I'm just happy to see you again. Since you're home and all, make sure to get some R&R. Of course. Alright, first, before that... Yeah, I gotta buy 2 of those for the trade nonsense. Everyone is wearing this stuff already. Okay. This is only 1 U material, and my U materials are disconnected. How much is this? 100 up. So weird. Literally, it's just 2 games at once. I mean, they might be shorter probably in the end, but it's 2 games at once. It's okay. I'm going to be making the thumbnails with, like, the routes established in the top. So if you're wondering, like, which route we're on ever and want to skip to, like, a more Reen route and not see a Lloyd thing, which I don't know why you would, but they'll be there in the thumbnail. Okay, so those are all good. I need to upgrade one of their slots, though. It's tier. Muse or Altina? What does it do? I guess I should know, shouldn't I? Blue. Tier, ultra rare. 240 HP? Alright, who's... Oh, they both have very low HP. Okay, you got a Curia. Neither of them have tier? Wait, Virgo probably has tier on it. Aquableed and Thelis? Really? You don't have tier? Nise doesn't... Oh, she has breath. Okay, we'll give it to Altina then. Okay. Yep. Slot, Altina, that one. And then that and Galleon Fort. Yeah. But what am I think I'd still want to keep Silver screw ADF. Even though I probably need it. Listen to me say that and then die later this episode. I mean, assuming we're not talking NPCs for the entire rest of the episode. We're already done outside, so we just need to talk to the people around the town. Wait. At the tavern, the private home, and in the center there, yeah. The scenery here truly is spectacular. It sure is. I've lived here most of my life, and I'm still not tired of it. It's just a shame it doesn't last all year. Once the snow's gone, that's it. And still, I'm sure it's just been replaced by an equally unique beauty of another season. You're not wrong there. You're more than welcome to visit again in another season if you want to see it. I'd like that very much. Did you once practice your swordsmanship here? Sort of. It was further up the mountain, to be specific. Master Kafai and I spent about a month living in the wilderness, while he trained me intensively. Interesting. I've heard the Arcade School does something similar. Perhaps it's an Eastern manner of training that the Arcades later adopted? It's true that Eastern martial arts emphasize becoming one with nature, but I think in my case it was just because Master Kafai believed it to be effective. Securing food to eat and a place to sleep every day was hard enough, but sometimes he would even set monsters on me. Thinking back, I had to do some crazy stuff to make it through in one piece. And you're a glutton for punishment. I shudder to think what you must have gone through. Ouch, is that how you see me? Forgive me, I didn't mean for it to come across quite so rudely. It didn't really seem that rude. Still, perhaps I should try training in the mountains myself. I apologize if I'm assuming wrongly here, but you feeling frustrated with your progress? Oh, no, I'm not. No, I suppose you're right. I'm happy to lend an ear if there's something you want to talk about. All right then. This isn't a new concern of mine, but it's something I was reminded of when we were introducing ourselves to your parents. Yuna and Altina have grown significantly since I first met them. Not just them, the same could be said for Ash, Muse, and all the rest of the students at the Academy. They've all matured significantly in the years since we all enrolled. But then there's me. I don't feel like I've grown all that much. I continue to train every day, and I do feel as though I'm improving. I'm just a little frustrated by the pace. I think you only feel that way because you're more capable than most. What do you mean? In other words, you expect more of yourself than most people do. When you put a bar for success so high, it's only natural it's going to be harder to surpass it. That's just reality. But what makes it sound as if I've got barely any room for improvement? But that makes it sound as if I barely got room. That's definitely not the case. It's going to be more difficult for you to make significant progress than before, but you've been overcoming that for a while. Last year, you faced off against Prince Cedric and overcame many trials before that. But you weren't content to rest on your laurels. In the 6 months since, you've never stopped working to better yourself. I think you're the only one who can't see how much progress you've made. And as your instructor, I know better than anyone just how much you've improved. So have confidence in yourself, Kurt. Thank you, instructor. Of course, don't take that as me telling you to be content with how you are and stop trying. I wouldn't dream of it. I have no intention of slowing my pace, at least not until I've surpassed you. I'll be tough, but I honestly think if anyone could, maybe Kurt could do it, eventually. Wow, sounds like I have a good reason to keep bettering myself then. Well, I'm gonna get going, but we have the Phoenix Wings to ourselves today. I'd recommend you take the chance to relax in the hot springs while you have it. That sounds wonderful. And I might stay here for a moment to collect my thoughts and then head over. Okay. Air here is fresh. The sky is so blue it almost feels like I could dive straight into it. Well, I wouldn't recommend trying it. It's a long way down from up here. Suffice it to say, I wasn't serious. I'm a swordsman, not a madman. That's good. Okay, we can't go down that way. We just check out the... No one's ever used this path down the mountain since the cable car... What? Was established? Why wouldn't they? We'd come here a few months back. We could have gone snowboarding. Oh, so close yet so far. Either way, there's no point in going any further. What? That's how you're gonna put it? There's not enough snow on the ground? They just don't want to add the minigame. What are you up to over here, Ash? Nothing much. Just wandering around. Man, there sure is a lot of snow left down this way. Well, we don't generally use this path. There's no point in removing the snow that builds up here. It just stays until it melts. Guess that makes sense if you got that cable car anyway. Something on your mind? Kinda. A while back, I heard someone talking about a sport that you can basically only do on a snowy mountain. Just can't remember the name though. Snowboarding? That's the one. I heard something about using a special board to ride all the way down to the bottom of the mountain. I figured there's gotta be enough snow here to do it, right? Though I'm thrilled that you're so interested in snowboarding, that would be a really bad idea. Why? Gonna tell me, oh, Ash, most of the snow's already melted, you're gonna die a horrible death or something? Well, screw that. Life's no fun without a bit of risk. To be fair, if you did hit most of what I was going to say. But yeah, there's no chance I'll let you snowboard in this. Ugh, lame. If you really want to give snowboarding a try, though, you're more than welcome to come back in the winter. I'll even teach you myself. I'd surpass you in no time flat. I'd like to see you try. I'll have you know I'm at the top of the leaderboards for every course here. Man, when you get hooked on something, you really do get hooked, huh? It's canon. But don't forget, I'm from Raquel. I grew up gambling to put food on the table. There ain't a game I can't win. I'm not afraid to embarrass you on your own turf. Well, that sounds like a challenge to me. Can't wait to see who comes out on top. Just remember that you're not allowed to bet anything on the outcome unless we do it after you graduate. Bah, you and your damn rules. You know, Crow and Randolph both know how to work a casino pretty well. Maybe one of these days we ought to see which of us Thorsmen can bring in the biggest haul. You in? You know, why not? I think I can think of worse ways to blow off steam. Damn, for real? Never thought I'd see the day you come around to the dark side, Schwarzer. Guess pigs do fly sometimes, but only after you've graduated. No gambling for you until then, understand? I should have known you were still a hard ass at heart. Isn't he like months away? He's gotta be. Okay. I really like Ash. It's so hard, like, I've never made like a list of like what the characters I like the most, but like Kurt is high up there. Ash is like a little below him, but I don't know who else even like. I feel like everyone else is kind of like in a horizontal line. Like I like them all equally. I like Altina a lot too, actually. I think I like New Class 7. I don't know. It's hard to tell. I might like them a little more. I don't know. So you're finally back, Rain, and you're not with Elise? No, she's busy with things at school. You'd better make sure to support her like a good big brother. I know. I'd check in on her every day if I could, but you know how these things go. That's not what I meant, really. Has there been any progress with Elise? Progress? She's only getting more beautiful with each passing day. If you're not careful, someone else might step in. True, I need to keep my eyes peeled for any pesky flies buzzing around her. If you're not careful, they'll take her right up from under your nose. You writers. I mean, obviously they did it with Estelle and Joshua, so it's literally the same thing. It's not any different. But I don't know. To me, it makes no sense. I can't, like, picture it as an actual thing. So when I see them talking about it, I'm like, that's weird. But I also get it. In a weird way. I understand how people can write it that way and find it interesting, I guess. But at the same time, it's just not for me. No, it's not. You got lots of guests today. Looks like there's visitors other than us, huh? Yeah, family and nobles and a strange woman. The noble party is a family of 3 and their maid. Things are getting rowdy over there. Is it about fishing? Is it the fishing lady? The weird lady here is here by herself and apparently wants to hike up the mountains. Oh, that one. She looked so happy about it, I can't imagine why. You're pretty observant, Kiki. Chalk it up to years of people watching. You look identical to like 5-10 years ago. There's not much else to do around here, so I've gotten pretty good at noticing things. I don't think anyone actually grows up in this world. Yo, Reed, when did you get back? Just today, actually. Already hitting the sauce, Moritz? It's the middle of the day. Man, what a bright and clear day it is. It's been nothing but snow up until last week. Thankfully, it's mostly melted now. I gotta drink up as a treat for getting the whole freezing... through the whole freezing ordeal. I kind of feel like you just keep coming up with ways to excuse your constant drinking. Hey, how about sharing a bottle with me? Not really a fan of day drinking myself. Treat you to a round for your homecoming. Yeah, this is just generic model. You're also ex-Mishi, aren't you? Or the guy, and who his son... They only have like 5-6 models in this whole game, I swear. Like that nobleman, he is also the troop leader for Arkansas. I don't know what to do with myself. Is Luna gonna be okay? There's nothing to worry about. She's only just went out to peruse the shops. But this is her first time going out shopping on her own. Eclair will be with her part of the way, right? I'm sure she'll be fine. Where were you from? Were you in Ordis too? So I remember that little girl, but I don't remember where we met her. You say that, but will she really be able to pick something nice out without me there? What if she forgets what to buy, or pays too much or too little? I can't take this. You're such a worrywart, Helena. The Phoenix Wings where we're staying is lovely, but this pub is quite comfortable as well. I'm supposed to be enjoying sweets while waiting for Luna to come home. Luna, I hope you're okay. Maybe I should have gone with her. I can't remember where they're from. I do remember them. Mostly the little girl, who was very observant. I actually think we did a hidden quest for her at one point. Well, look who's back. I'm glad to see you're doing well, Reen. Likewise, you're in as good a mood as ever, Gerald. I can see why. You've got quite a few customers for this time of year. Right, yeah, right after the war ended, hardly anyone was coming in. Looks like things are finally getting back to normal. Since tensions between the neighboring nations have calmed down a bit, we're getting even more guests than usual. Nothing beats times of peace. You got that right. Now then, since you're here and all, how about I teach you one of our recipes? You mean about one of your secret dishes? Are you sure about this, Gerald? Of course. You all use recipe books too, don't you? If you jot down one of my specials, you'll be able to prepare it whenever you want. Here, help yourself. A recipe for one of my specials and the ingredients. Onigiri? The ingredients as well? Really, this is too much too kind. I don't get to see you as often as I'd like, so let me at least do this much. I know you're keeping plenty busy out there, but take care of yourself and make sure you're eating right. Of course, I'll take that to heart. Okay. We're just walking around unlocking stuff. Just more tutorial, like the same thing Lloyd just went through, but on a smaller scale. In any case, I'm thrilled to see you're doing well. You're doing fine as ever. As you can see, kick back and stay a while. Our only guest is the young lady from Crossbow. Okay. 200 EP and cures ailments, like all ailments? Damn. Oh, you have your own recipes? Oh no. Oh god, it literally is just 2 games then. Oh, well, Reen is best. Oh, Muse is also. I'm gonna go with Reen.
Let's do this. Thanks for waiting.
Damn, you made a normal one. It's fine. Okay, no one in here. Or in here. Okay. That's so weird. I gotta forget. Or remember, I can dash. Okay, what is left? Went to the tavern, private home. It's literally just those 2 in the middle, and then we're all done. Huh. Enjoying the footpath, aren't you 2? We certainly are. It must be wonderful to having a place like this in the middle of your village. It's one of Emir's biggest selling points, to be sure. If you don't mind, I think I might join you. This really warms you up. It truly does. I can feel all my fatigue just fading away, too. She's going to do the head lean. It's coming. It's coming. It's strange how effective it is, given how little of your body is actually inside of it. So, what were the 2 of you talking about before I came over? You, actually. Me. Specifically, we were talking about that power of yours. The curse's influence has completely disappeared as a result of the final revelry. But your specific power still remains, correct? Yeah, that didn't have anything to do with that. Yeah, the seed that originally gave it to me is gone. But the power itself has developed to the point where it's essentially its own thing now. Oh, but there's no need to worry. I've got it largely under control now. Largely implies that there's still the possibility you might lose control of it. Yeah, but without the thing to... It's a different thing now. Without the thing to... without the thing to do the thing. I can't deny that, but I'm devoting myself to making sure it doesn't happen again. It isn't that we don't trust you. We simply don't trust your unfortunate habit of choosing to sacrifice yourself at the drop of a hat. I heard that the first time you lost control of your power was here in Amir, because you were trying to protect Elise from a ferocious monster on the path behind the village. Found out about that, huh? Still, I'm afraid that's just who I am. I can't promise that I won't endanger myself for those I care about again, and Elise isn't the only one that's true for. Your perspective is logical in theory, but those who make such sacrifices don't understand just how painful they can be for those they're meant to protect. Well, it's less painful than the death part, but especially when they leave you completely alone. Are we gonna discuss, like, the current about that? Because I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring that up. Besides, she came back in the end, so I had plenty of time to punish her for what she did. Thank you. I'm sure you mean to thank her for what she did. Incorrect. She blushed.
Anyway, I want you to keep watching over me, Instructor. There's still so much I have to learn from you. So I won't let you just disappear. I won't let you leave me. ...
I won't leave you, don't worry. On a not entirely dissimilar note, When will we be going on the date you promised me, instructor? Oh, wait, what date? Was this because of the bonds? This is the first I'm hearing of this. I remember something like that, because I never promised anything like that. I can't believe you would simply forget. You agreed to it before our exams last month. Oh, okay, so it wasn't part of her bond event thing. I do remember him, like, agreeing to something with her, but it's almost time for the end-of-term exams. It's been a wild year, but I want each and every of you to prepare properly so you can show off the results of all your hard work. You in particular, Muse. There's no need to hide your talents anymore. I want you to give this thing everything you've got. Instructor, that's a tough ask, but if you promise to give me a reward, I might just be able to make that happen. You really are a handful, but let's see. Managed to take the #1 spot on the combined rankings with the main campus. I'll happily treat you to a meal. Oh, yeah, no. That's... Sure enough, she placed at the top of the rankings without breaking a sweat. Ada must have been furious at placing second. What can I say? Love triumphs all.
So, I did what I promised I would. Instructor, don't you think I deserve a word of praise for my accomplishments?
Can't argue with that. Your motives are worth a raised eyebrow, but you did really well. So, well done, Muse. I'm proud of you.
You have no idea how it makes me feel to hear you say that.
I'm sure. And I suppose a promise is a promise. When we're done here in Amir, I'll make time for us to go for a meal. Is that acceptable? Yay, I can hardly wait to spend a whole day with you and get dinner at the end. That's not what he said. You're pretending to mishear me on purpose, aren't you? Those exams were a small price to pay to go on a date with the man of my dreams. I can place in any position you desire, from the top again all the way down to the bottom. You can deliberately rank bottom? Well, luck would factor into that one, so I would have to say bottom 3 to be certain. It's like competing against someone playing by entirely different rules. Coming in here has gotten rid of most of my physical fatigue, but my mental fatigue has really jumped up in its place. I think I'm gonna get out. What about you two? We'll stay here a little longer. We still have the issue of your obsession with your sister to discuss. Now I'm really leaving.
I've gotten so used to spring everywhere else that the cold here's got me feeling like it's still winter. Think I might take that advice I gave to Kurt and soak in the hot spring.
Okay, that is main story. Wait, was that attached to that?
I've gotten so used to spring everywhere else that
the wind is attached to, You know what, let's do this. Think it gives you CP? Or do we just sit here? Alright, let me high speed it. I forgot what this did. To max and fully charge the assault gauge? Wow. Wow, we're ready for anything. I think the BP is the most important. I enjoy the foot bath in town too, but there's nothing like the open air baths at the Phoenix Wings. And I encourage both of you to try them out. Yes, you've spoken highly of them before. I will certainly remember to pay them a visit. Oh my, are you inviting us to a mixed bath, instructor? In that case, I'll have to get the timing right, so it's just the two of us. That is absolutely not what I'm doing. He must have a rough... You know what? It's not that rough of a time. He's fine. Muse's not as pushy as she could be. She is a big, like, teasing him constantly, but she's not, like, pushy about it. Stop exploring. Save first. Hold on. Okay. It looks like someone got here before me. Maybe it's Kurt? I forgot the chest.
Major? I'm sorry. I wouldn't have come in if I'd known you were here.
Is that you, Reen? Why don't you come into the water? You must be cold standing there. We haven't had a chance to talk in quite some time.
Was she on the list?
We're long overdue for a talk.
No, she wasn't.
Well, if you're comfortable with it, then I'd love to.
Yeah, she wasn't on the list, I don't think. Oh. Dad mentioned how the RMP must be really busy now. How are you holding up? You aren't overworking yourself, are you? Thank you for your concern, but please put that worry out of your mind. My work sometimes comes with unexpected benefits, like being able to visit the hot springs here, for instance. I suppose that's true. The RMP is being restructured and having its military capacity downsized at the same time, so I can't deny that I am busy. But that's true for so many others right now. I don't think I have the right to complain. What do you mean by restructured? Does this relate to how the RMP and the Intelligence Division don't answer directly to the government anymore? Oh shit, maybe that opening scene was actually serious. If Rufus is back doing nonsense. Maybe Claire gets, like, back on a strange... Oh no. We'll see. Yes, because of that, we aren't going to have that kind of freedom we used to. But I believe that we'll still be able to protect the people of Erebonia in a different way than the army, like before. I see. The RMP isn't being rolled into the army though, right? Correct. Although that possibility was being considered at one point. In the end, it didn't happen, thanks in part to General Van Dyke and Provisional Governor Head Regnitz. It's not impossible that it could lead to a power struggle in the future, unfortunately. But I believe the Empire needs something with a chain of a command separate from the army that can serve as a deterrent. To avoid great power gathering in one place again, you mean? Exactly. Thors and its graduates, myself included, are expected to serve as another kind of deterrent as well. The rest being that the school students and teachers alike exert influence in various fields, and have all kinds of connections. I see. As someone charged with helping raise the next generation of Thor's students, I suddenly feel even more pressure. As you should, we're all counting on you.
By the way, Reen.
Yes?
This feels very overdue, but I wanted to thank you.
For what?
For all you did during the rivalries. For all you did for Milliam, for facing me head on. And for granting His Excellency's true wish. Mere words feel woefully insufficient given all you've done. But I also didn't want my gratitude to go unspoken.
That's very kind, but you really didn't have to. I was just doing what I wanted to do, and I couldn't have done it alone.
That's about what I expected you'd say.
This might sound kind of sappy, but I feel like it was worth it all just to see you smile again.
You really are oblivious to how you sound sometimes.
That was worse than Lloyd.
Jokes and thanks aside, there's something I wanted to ask you too.
What is it?
Are you truly happy right now, Reen?
Of course I am. Busy, certainly. But I am happy.
That did not sound sincere.
I still can't believe we made it through the Great Twilight. We even got Crow and Milliam back. I was hoping there was a way we wouldn't lose them, obviously. But deep down, I had already given up and braced for the inevitable. It wasn't without some goodbyes. But it's all over now. And I can still be with everyone I care about. which includes you, of course. The joy I feel about that hasn't gone anywhere.
I'm glad to hear that. Still, there's a difference between being happy over something and you yourself being happy. You went through a lot during the Great Twilight, including having to say farewell to your father. Despite living in fear you would disappear or lose your friends, you came out the other side with victory in hand. You, Reen, persevered to save us all. And I can believe that's made you happy, yes. As much as I can believe that happiness continues to cast a punishing shadow over you. Am I wrong?
I'm speechless. You really can see right through me. You're right. I'm still not sure how to handle the happiness I feel. I know it's there. I'm just not sure how to truly accept it. All the people who died on the first day of the war did so because I made the Great Twilight happen. Do I even deserve to be happy when they can't be? Or forgiven for what I did?
It may not be my place to say this, but I think you're the only one who can decide that.
I suppose you're right.
I know how you feel, because I'm in exactly the same position. You were concerned earlier that I might be overworking myself. For me, I'm just trying to atone for my sins by throwing myself into my work.
Major, that can't be good for...
Don't worry. I can calculate how far I can go as well as any number. I'm taking care not to cross the line into self-sacrifice. It's tempting, though. Every time I achieve something to make Erebonia's future better or see you and Milliam's smiling faces, I get a little closer to forgiving myself. It's not something I can do overnight. It's every moment I can justify forgiveness, no matter how small it is, that gets me one step closer. As long as I don't falter, I'm sure I'll be able to like myself again one day.
That's a mature way of going about it.
Far from it. I'm duplicitous to a fault.
I wonder if I
don't think my approach will work for you. You're much too sincere to go tricking yourself into feeling anything other than how you feel. I know it won't be easy for you. Just, I hope you can let yourself be happy.
Easier said than done, I'm afraid.
Maybe. But if you let it elude you forever, I'll always be one good deed short of being able to fully forgive myself.
Ooh.
What am I even supposed to say to that?
I did call myself duplicitous.
I'm glad they at least voiced a decent chunk of that. That was good. Good conversation between them. And I never really thought that Reen would feel. Of course he would feel, he can't actually be happy because he's guilty about that stuff. But it never really occurred to me. So it's interesting they brought it up. At any rate, you'll catch colds. Colds just standing around like that, Why don't the three of you come and join us in the water? I suspect we wouldn't be able to evade your notice. For what it's worth, I did feel kinda guilty listening in. We didn't hear all of your conversation, though. Please don't worry on that count. It's on me for not watching what I said in the public place. Instructor Claire really is amazing. All I end up doing is letting our instructor listen to my problems. I couldn't possibly help with his. You okay, Yuna? I suspect she's thinking about how much she would like to wash your back. Much like I once did. As if I was thinking such a... Wait, you did what now? How untoward of both of you. Listen, you aren't gonna deny the allegations, I see. Listen, there's a very good reason for what happened. After Reen was taken to task for his past transgressions, Kurt and Ash came to join everyone in the spring. The group then enjoyed a relaxing time together, letting the soothing waters melt their stress away, if only for a moment. Now we're gonna figure out what's going on here, why we were fighting stuff. That felt amazing. I'm jealous you've had a place like this so close by all. I'm jealous you've had a place like this so close by all your life, instructor. Yeah, I get why he's so addicted to hot springs now. I knew you'd all come to understand in time. Well, if everyone's sufficiently rested, I think it's about time we departed. Are you all ready? You mean, here it comes. Take it you're finally going to enlighten us as to why we were summoned here. We're going out into the valley, I assume. Correct. Please follow me. You'll have all your answers soon enough. Okay. As long as there's no treachery. This is just a exercise. Party menu? No, you can also change your team in battle. Oh, yeah. I thought they meant literally, like, change to Lloyd's group in battle. I don't know why I thought that. If I'm gonna have anyone... Wait, why can't I upgrade your stuff? Are you not a real party member? Oh. I definitely need Altina in. I need Kurt in. Yuna is, like, the only one that I may swap in and out. I think these three are like a must. I don't know why. I don't. Oh, look at Kurt and his 13 evasion. Wait. Ah, there you are. I take it you're all on your way onto the village? Yeah. But thank you for both for doing so much for us already. The springs felt wonderful. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. And do try to work up an appetite, as there'll be plenty more food for you all tonight. Lady Lucia's planning to serve up some dishes she wasn't able to at lunch, too, so you have much to look forward to. I can hardly wait. Hell, we might have to come back early. Agreed. We really appreciate all you're doing for us. Think nothing of it. But there are monsters outside the village, so please do be careful. Planning to use some of the mountain's more unusual ingredients in today's dish. Your cooking really is amazing. I'd eat anything you served up with a smile on my face. I can hardly wait. You know, usual ingredients makes me think of Freddy. Likewise, I'm sure he'd be thrilled if he were with us right now. Oh, Freddy. Okay. A very important guest we're talking about? Who? I wonder if some VIP is coming to stay. Uh-oh. Certainly an unusual time to want to visit. So, okay, you didn't model the inside of the hot springs this time around. Uh-oh. Don't tell me people are updated. I'm actually very interested in this family. I need to know how she's doing in there. Maybe I should sneak in and watch her. Let's not be hasty now. Luna was the one who volunteered to do the shopping. Let's have a little faith in her. I suppose you're right. I wouldn't be much of a mother if I couldn't believe my daughter. Don't worry, my lady. Lady Luna will do the shopping perfectly. I'm sure of it. She's been in there for a while. I very much agree. All we have to do is wait for her to return. In the meantime, let's enjoy the stunning scenery. Kiki? Alf needs to get his head out of the clouds. He's still such a kid. If people could become master swordsmen that easily, the village would be full of them. He needs to learn to face reality. She's as harsh to him as ever, I see. Yeah, I don't know. Right. I don't know why I thought... Because when we walked by here and they weren't together, I kind of thought Luna was that. But Luna's not from here. Alright, how you doing in here? Look at all the rare items. Some of them are the same, except for their colors. I wonder why. Let's have a gander. Ah, that's right. Eclair taught me how to pick out the best vegetables. She mentioned color differences and paying attention to how they sound when you hit them. Maybe I could try that. Do you know about this? Oh, that young lady has a good eye. It's rare for young women her age to come shopping here alone, so she caught me off guard at first. She's been carefully looking over the items I ordered. It's totally worth procuring such rare stuff. Can't wait to see what she buys. Okay. I don't know why I'm so interested in, like, that. Make sure your equipment's in order. Okay, is there anyone else I care to talk to before we head out? Because they are updated. Luke. Definitely Luke. Hey there, where are you all off to? We've got something to do out in the valley. Just be careful out there, alright? Snow's melting in the valley right now, so it's real slippery out there. Thank you for the warning. We'll plant our feet accordingly. That's a good thing to note. And his parents, obviously. I'm just gonna take a look around on my own. Hold on. Oh no, I brought too many girls to see this person. Well now, if isn't Reen, and my days, a veritable bevy of beauties. You've got quite the group of gorgeous women with you. Don't tell me you're involved with all of them? Pardon? That's not exactly incorrect as far as I'm concerned. I'll just leave that to your imagination. No, we just have the standard student-teacher relationship. My apologies then. But judging by these reactions, I feel bad for Elise. Why is she bringing up Elise now? Yo, did you just hear him? Yeah, at this point, I don't even know who to feel bad for anymore. It's been a while since I last visited Amir, but everyone seems as kind as ever. Oh. You'll have to forgive me. Okay. I'm gonna be interested in what's going on with her. Why didn't she run out to the mountains? Wait, didn't she say she was headed to the Isengard range? Hey, Chiruru. Remember me? We grew up in the same apartment building in Crossbell. Oh, it's you, Yuna. Long time no see. You're here with your schoolmates from the Empire? What a coincidence running into you here. I can see you're gearing up for yet another journey. This time I was thinking of crossing the Isengard range, but I can't shake the feeling that something doesn't feel quite right. It's odd, I have enough equipment to survive 2 weeks. So why do I feel uneasy? Maybe there's something I'm overlooking. I'm not sure I follow, but she seems resilient enough to handle herself. Even so, I wouldn't really recommend traveling through the mountains this time of year. It seems like she's postponing her trip. Either way, a wise decision? Does she notice? She's got the sense. Caught in a sandstorm while crossing the desert in the Central East? Damn, she's just... What do they call him? I guess a thrill seeker is like the basic way to call it. No, there shouldn't be a problem, but maybe I should just delay my trip? Okay. You've been proposed to? By more than one person? Scandalous. And why isn't this happening to me? Calm down, Maple. You've got this all wrong. I was planning on turning them all down anyway. Why are you the only one these things happen to? It's the chest, isn't it? People only care about the giant knockers. Now stop talking to me about me like that. Gah. Well, hurry up and go get married then. I already know I don't like working in the city, so I'm just gonna stay here. Go be happy far away for all on your own. That's not... Maple didn't take that very well. I think there's more to this than there first appears. Don't be getting nosy now, you two. Yeah, you like her. Can't believe you never told me about this. Well, fine, go be happy in the city. I don't even know you anymore. Uh-oh. Calm down, Maple. You've got this all wrong. I'm sorry for not telling you sooner. It's fair. Oh, so she's not listening. She's not listening. All right, Mom? I'm just getting started with dinner already. Getting dinner ready. I'm planning on using fresh vegetables we just harvested and lots of herbs that I grew myself. I'm guessing you're all about to head out. Everything should be ready by the time you get back, so you'll have a delicious meal to look forward to. See you soon, son. Yeah, as long as... I mean, Kurt's gonna be going off of a cliff soon. I'm sure he's fine. I hope he'll be fine. So I'm planning to fix up something nice and warm. Okay, how is Dad? Igor. He's got Igor's voice. No, Major, I didn't realize you were there. Are you going out somewhere? Yes, I have some brief business in the valley that I need to address. I see. Then I suppose it's just about time. Well now, that was loaded. Do be careful out there, everyone. Monsters in the valley don't pose that much of a threat by themselves, but in that environment, you'll still have to be vigilant. Does Dad know more than he's letting on? Okay, maybe it's something different. Whatever's going on, he's staying mum about something, and that's probably a sign I shouldn't prod. It is what it is. Ooh. Okay. So maybe Claire isn't doing anything weird. I don't know. She's betrayed us so many times. I just want to trust her. I just want to stop not trusting her. Let me save. Okay. I just realized after going through this tiny town and how long it actually took to talk. Well, we have to get like normal main story updates, so that happens. But like NPC wise, this was pretty tiny, thankfully. That still took a while though, which makes me think if we ever go to Heimdall and then have to look around Crossbell again, those two things are the worst. The worst NPC. Oh, that is gonna be. Well, I say hell, but I wouldn't do it if I didn't care. Like, I'm excited to do it. It's just like mental overload. Like, oh my god, there's so many NPCs. And somehow I know most of your life story. There's no as far as the eye can see. It's like this area in the mountains is stuck in the middle of winter. People usually don't trek this far out, so the snow remains fresh. It's also a little colder here because of the mountain stream too. I thought that might be it. It's so beautiful. Does the water come from melted snow? Yeah, it's still freezing cold though, so watch your step and don't fall in. Actually, that reminds me, there's a really nice fishing spot around here. Maybe you're the one who needs that warning fish for brains. We should make our way up the path. Keep your eyes peeled, everyone. The slightest mistake from this point on could cost you your life. ... There do seem to be a lot of monsters here. The path is narrow, so avoiding battles will be difficult. Whatever. We've dealt with way worse than these chumps. Seriously, what do they know? It wouldn't hurt to be cautious. True, let's make sure our equipment and ordnance are ready to go before we start climbing. Reen? Oh man, Reen knows what's up. He just doesn't want to tell the player. Alright, who's got the ranged hit? No.
Engaging.
No. Wait, you have a... When she's close to an enemy, I think she shoots. Unless she's just like Lloyd now. Wait, can you go... You can go fishing. Okay, where's the fishing? Ah, it's way up there. In the effort to not...
These monsters are no pushovers, yeah, but what gives, Major?
Just stay alert and keep your eyes forward.
Okay.
Take it down a notch, girl. No need to be so on edge.
In the effort to not, like, because this is clearly going to go into something, and I think we're going to be stay pretty story focused for the rest. I'm probably going to split it here, which is strange, but I'm trying to go for like 130 to 145 normally. And is that a snail up there? That's a snail. And that is the like normal goal I'm going for, and the last like 3 episodes, it's been very difficult too because Crossbell's massive. But I don't know. This seems good.
Let's
and
go.
I think I don't know how long we're gonna be stuck on here for. Actually, we might be here for Guardians of the Geofront. Might be here for another thing with that. I wonder how long we're gonna be stuck on Reen before Lloyd opens back up. Because my entire plan is like switch when it forces me every time. That's what I'm gonna do. So Reen could go farther down than this, and then we'll just switch when it forces me again. I think that's the best way I could do it, in my opinion. Unless we're entering like an Act 2, then obviously I want to finish up the rest of Act 1 with the other one before I go any farther, but I don't know. Either way, we're staying on Reen for a bit. So thanks for watching. Let me know if you like it, and I will see you in the next one.